You say that right as I hit the record button.
Yeah, I saw the record button come up.
What did I say? What did I say? Well, you know what? The little red light is on. We are here. ESRCade, episode 7. Welcome. Thank you for listening in, ladies and gentlemen, to wherever you listen to podcasts and YouTube. I am Emmanuel on this episode. Sean, what's up, man?
Hey, man. How's it going?
And special guest, Chris. It's Chris, ladies and gentlemen.
Well.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi. How's it going?
Welcome to the show, sir. Welcome to the ESRCade.
Man.
What?
I completely forgot that there was a rebrand of this.
Oh, yeah.
When in my OG days, it was called Word Vomit.
Yes.
Yeah.
For anybody who's like one of the early or later listeners, this show actually started off as a side thing between Chris and I. And we were able to record a bunch of episodes. Chris was the first person I did a con with when East Bay Comic Con was in, it wasn't where it is at now. It's still in Concord, but it wasn't at the same spot. And from there, it just kind of grew. And then Chris pulled like a scorpion. He harpooned Sean and he pulled him in. And then Sean became a regular. And then Randy came along. And then you bowed out gracefully, sir.
Yeah, I like. All kidding aside, though, I like the new name. It's cool.
Yeah. That was a team effort right there. Cool. We had the idea, and then Randy was finally able to just like put it all together. And I was just like, "That's perfect. There it is."
Synergy. Yeah. This guy, marketing manager, right there.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Somebody. I'm waiting for the day when I am going to actually use Sean and Randy as hype men. And I'm just kind of curious of what Randy's going to do.
I'm curious, too.
Although Sean doesn't seem all that excited about that. He's like,
I'm not the hype man material.
No, but you know what? I think you're the tallest of us, so you'll probably be holding the signs. You'll be the sign guy.
Sure.
Yeah, you would be very effective as just the quiet, no speaking person holding the sign above your head, and you're just staring. No blinking, just staring.
Yeah.
Let's see. Staring.
I can do the hype. It's really early in the morning. Randy and Emmanuel love to get up at the ass crack of dawn, and I know this is normal people time, and I don't.
Is this ass crack dawn for you? Yeah. Sun's been up for about 4 hours.
Dude, come on.
Okay.
No, he is right though. It has been up for about 4 hours.
Yeah. Okay. It's all right.
Hey, you know what though? That's people's weekends. You know, I could understand people's weekends. Just wanted to be able to sleep in.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Yeah, oh yeah.
it makes all the sense in the world. Yeah. All right. So as mentioned before,
happy to be here.
Thank you so much, Chris. We do appreciate it. If people are watching this and are like, "What's going on?" Well, we're about to have our second half of the Protagonist Wars.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Which I'm really, really excited about because I'm not going to lie. I had a lot of fun doing that last week.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't have the peanut gallery this week, so, I mean.
And if people are wondering what happened on there, we'll post a link to the last episode so that you can take a listen to it or watch it on YouTube. But, Chris, because this is your first time on the ESRCade, we like to grill people a little bit. So we've got about 10 questions. Hopefully I can remember them all. I wrote most of them down here.
Okay.
This is based off of the Inside the Extra Studio, the 10 questions at the very end. However,
kinda.
They're more so questions that I think would be more related to people who are listening to the show. And so we only took about 2 questions from the Inside the Extra Studio. So we'll go ahead and get those 2 out of the way. The first question is, what sound do you like?
What sound do I like?
Yes.
I had to keep mine PC.
I was thinking, can I get gross or can I?
Dude, it's all you.
Do I need to?
It's you want to answer these questions so that anybody who's listening understands it's Chris that much more.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, you can believe me or not, but you know what? A queef.
Oh, okay.
Sexy. Just gets me going.
Okay. What sound do you dislike?
Mouth breathing. Yep. It's terrible.
Swear to God, stop
Especially
breathing.
someone who's asthmatic. Just don't breathe. Go away.
Shit.
Breathe through your
I'm
nose.
I'm kidding, Sean. I love you, man. I love you, man.
Emmanuel, I think we should stop springing these questions. I mean, did you give Chris like a little bit of time?
No,
to
I did
prep
not.
this?
I did tell him that there were 10 questions, but I didn't tell him what the 10 questions were.
2 more
All right.
done. Let's go. 8 more.
Okay.
Mouth
What's more
breathers and queefs.
What's more
Got
important to you in a video game? The storyline or the gameplay?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it because I can. I think the perfect scenario would be a good blending of both. Ideally, you need the mechanics to be sound because you need to enjoy the game that you're playing. At the same time, the narrative needs to be engaging if you're going to find it interesting, if you're going to plunk down another 50 or 60 hours, considering how games are so large nowadays and the price that a lot of these have to do. But if I have to choose between the two, I would personally have to go with narrative.
Okay, story. Nice. Same question, but for movies, what gets you more excited, the director or the actors starring in it?
The director.
The director. Okay. Hands down, your absolute favorite character in any genre, books, movies, television, comics.
Ooh, oh man, that's a good one. You know what? You got to always go with the classic standbys like a Spider-Man or Superman or Captain America. Those are all favorites of mine too. But if I want to go a little abstract right now, maybe just a little off the curve, I'll say Scott Pilgrim.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
There is a movie that's going to be all about Chris. Who portrays Chris Campbell?
Dana Carvey.
Dana Carvey. Dude, I could totally see that. Holy crap. Any point or time in history you can revisit. You can't change anything, but you can view it. What point in time would you like to go see?
First time I masturbated.
Nice.
Cool. Tell him that it's okay.
With
it'll get better. That's what I'll tell him. When you say I can't, I can't interact, right? It's just I'm like the ghost of Christmas past watching, right? So I can't really actually interact. So if that's the case, then I'll just be the creepy guy watching from afar. But if I could jump in, I could be like, you know what? It may look a little sad right now, but trust me, you'll like it down the line.
Yeah.
What was your first video game you ever played?
Pac-Man.
Okay.
On the NES.
On the NES?
Yeah, the port from the NES.
Huh. Okay.
All right, I think that's it, right? 10 questions.
No.
How many was that?
Feels like 8.
8? Okay. Damn it. I
It's
guess I
just
couldn't
'cause
memorize them.
Am I right?
You know what? If they come up, we'll come up and we'll ask them.
Okay.
That sounds like a plan?
Sure.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right. So another thing that we're doing, Chris, if you're not aware, we created a new segment called Nailed It or Failed It, where we talk about award-nominated or award-winning actors who've portrayed video game, comic book characters, and we decide whether or not their rendition of the character was done well, which is nailed it, or it was terrible and they failed it.
And I just now realized that you're going to be springing this on me without any real research. Emmanuel. You're going to give me a name and you're going to be like, I don't know who that person is.
Oh, you're going to know who this is.
Off, Sean.
You're going to know who this is. You quit your crying.
Okay, fine.
Okay, you guys ready?
Let's shoot.
We are going to go off of Jim Carrey's portrayal of Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik. So, Jim Carrey is a Golden Globe winner, and his career started in the 1980s as a stand-up comic, but really came to prominence with his tenure in Living Color from 1990 to 1994. From there, the Canadian-born actor released a slew of comedy gold with Ace Ventura movies, Pet Detective and When Nature Calls, and Dumb and Dumber. However, Carrey showed more of his acting chops in The Truman Show and Man on the Moon, winning Golden Globes for both in the Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy category. Carrey has also lent his talent to comic book-based movies, portraying Big Head in The Mask, the Riddler in Batman Forever, and Colonel Stars and Stripes in Kick-Ass 2, though he later withdrew support for the movie due to the amount of violence. And the character that he portrayed, Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik, the primary antagonist in the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. He was originally created as a protagonist of a different game that eventually fell through. A scientist with dreams of world domination, Eggman has been in constant odds with Sonic and his friends. Many of the Doctor's inventions are egg-shaped by nature, and he's created robotic versions of Sonic to defeat his nemesis, his most dangerous being Metal Sonic. Gentlemen, I leave it to you. Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, a.k.a. Eggman, nailed it or failed it?
Jeez.
So I haven't seen the movie yet.
No?
Well,
I didn't have any interest in
Fudge.
it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a 10-year-old boy. I looked at it, was just like, man, it's not for me. But if I have to take from the ads that I saw, he looked like kind of old school Jim Carrey, where it's zany, over the top, very animated physically and facially. And, you know, if you're a fan of that kind of manic, zany energy, then I would assume that people thought he brought a good performance to the role. You know, Robotnik is just he's a fat dude who just doesn't, I don't even think really does or says much in the video games. So
Well, the old school ones.
There had to be, you know, some form of reinterpretation for the character. So I think, you know, they decided they wanted him to be quirky and weird, and so Jim Carrey fit the mold. My take, as limited it is to say nailed it.
All right. Sean, did you get to check out the movie?
Yeah, I saw it, like, finally. I'm catching up. See, I'm trying to do my best to catch up on movies I haven't seen due to, like, crazy poverty and or depression. So
Yay.
Virtual hugs, buddy.
Yes.
Virtual hugs.
Thank you, buddy. But yeah, I saw Sonic, and I guess you gotta see. I wanted to prep my answer a manual, but no, we just like to throw it out there.
Yes, we
You're
do.
gonna tell me an actor, and then just throw me somebody completely different, and then I'm gonna flip a table and walk out and be really pissed off.
That'd be great for the ratings.
No, I mean, what rating?
You'll get through it, man. I just did.
I know.
I didn't even see the movie. I saw one commercial.
Okay.
Or trailer.
And, God, I love Jim Carrey too. Like, I really do, and like in almost everything he's done. I say almost.
I'm curious as to what that almost means. Like, what was it that you didn't enjoy?
What is it that he's like I think 23. I think everyone.
The number 23, that the conspiracy movie, right?
Yeah,
everything revolves around the 23. Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of that, and it was like, oh, that's so weird for Jim Carrey to do. But he tried for it. But for Robotnik, for the Sonic movie, not that big a deal. They wanted a big animated kind of whimsical man to do Ivo Robotnik, and you get Jim Carrey for something like that. And I was thinking, like, man, he might be getting up there for the role, like too old, but no, man, he nailed it. I have to say, he nailed it, and he's probably one of the other reasons that movie works as much as it does. So yeah, I'm gonna say he nailed it. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, cool. You know, it's one of the things that we try to do with this segment is we try to judge it based off of the merits of the movie itself. We try and
compare to other people.
We not compare to other not to other people, other mediums.
Sure.
In the sense of like, okay, well, we have this character, or we got to see him in Sonic Adventures, and we got to see him in the Sonic X anime. So, you know, we usually have an idea of what the character is like based off of whatever lore that we're able to find. When we base it off of what we were given in the movie itself, you know, Chris is right. Like, for the longest time, Robotnik was a silent antagonist to Sonic. So it's kind of hard, like, well, what is Robotnik really like? What kind of character? All we ever see of him in the video games is we beat him and then he runs away every freaking time.
Yeah.
So when I looked at it as far as the movie in itself, I I did enjoy the movie first and foremost. I thought it was actually a very well done movie, and you know how we are when it comes down to video game based movies. It's just like, nope,
That question isn't that great.
nope. But surprisingly enough, everything came together very well, and I do have to say, part of that is because of Jim Carrey, because of his animated, the way he works. You know, he always has to be moving. He always has to be active when he's doing anything. Which I believe brings a lot to the role. He had enough of a sinister overtone to him, but it wasn't heavy-handed. It's like a splash of this, a splash of that, adding this to that, and you get what we got as far as Ivo Robotnik.
Sure.
Despite the fact that he's a very silly character, I also know, like, holy crap, he can also be a very scary character, because we saw what he was able to build almost on the fly, and
Right.
how well he was able to portray that. So in this case, I will say that Jim Carrey nailed it. I thought he did a really good job. I loved the stinger at the end when he didn't have his hair, but he still had that ridiculous mustache. So it's just
He's
like,
probably going to get fatter later.
he's probably
Maybe,
gonna,
I
yeah,
don't know.
he'll probably have a fat suit in the next one, because clearly there's going to be a next one.
Yeah,
And
they greenlit the sequel, right?
They
They're already
did,
talking
yes.
about it,
Yeah.
and, you know, and so good.
we had like the
good on
stinger at
them.
the end with Tail showing up, and it's just like, all
Yeah.
right, cool. Just
Yeah.
keep Shadow the Hedgehog away from him. We'll all be happy.
We'll see.
Right.
Oh, you want Shadow?
I don't mind Shadow.
Really?
I think that we are going to need Knuckles first.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's just me. That's just me.
You know what I would like for the sequel is if they keep the current Sonic redesign that they had, so
Okay.
he looks more like video game Sonic, but all the other characters look like that weird ass shit that they did the first time around.
That Nightmare
with the
Fuel?
teeth
Oh, yeah.
and the toes and stuff. I want Knuckles and Tails to look like that. And I want Sonic to be repulsed. And it's like the whole time he's just like disgusted by them, but he's got to work with them, you know, because that's the sign of our real times, 2020. We're all disgusted with each other, but we got to get through it. Boom, political message.
Yes.
Sure.
Way to sneak that one in there.
I'm just saying, remember everyone freaked out about the teeth? And then they changed it. They delayed it by like a year and a half or whatever.
I think it was like what? It was originally supposed to come out last year, November, and then it got pushed to this year, February. And then unfortunately, the studio that ended up doing the redesign ended up shutting down before the movie came out, which is a real bummer.
Yeah.
Because they actually did
It
a
is.
really good job with it.
I actually don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, we talked about this on the show.
No,
You know,
Chris
they-
said we were working on something like The Teeth. I'm like, wait, is there a movie called The Teeth? I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
No, the original Sonic design for the movie.
Yeah.
You know,
the
when
Nightmare
they-
Fuel.
they originally, when they finally announced the character, they showed it.
Okay.
They were hyping him up. Everyone was like, "This looks a little weird," because they did the shadow. And
Yeah.
his legs look strange. And so then they had the trailer, and then they full on showed the movie version of Sonic, and everyone hated it. It
Yeah.
was like universally panned. He had
yeah.
teeth. He was like very too human-like. And people were
I
just weirded
I
out.
remember waking up that morning, going to take a shower, and wanted to play YouTube in the background, so I got some music. And the first thing that comes up on my feed is the Sonic trailer with that new image. I'm just like, oh, people are so not gonna like
Right.
this.
So it didn't work, right? It didn't work, and it's funny that they decided that that was what they were going to go with, probably knowing that people weren't going to like it because it's such an odd look for an iconic character. That's like casting Mario, right? But casting Chris Hemsworth or Chris Evans as Mario. You go,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this? You're not Mario. Get out of here. Like, go be a chief
Where's my
statue
portly
somewhere.
plumber at?
Right? Yeah, you're just like, you know, it just didn't work. And unfortunately, because of that, they delayed the movie. The CG studio crunched, probably didn't get paid overtime, redesigned it, and then got shut down for their
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
for their reward, even though the movie made millions of dollars. So, you know, anyway.
Yeah, I got that. I remember that.
I mean, yeah, but yeah, so they redesigned it, and then everyone loved it, and what have you. And I'm just saying, go with that weird look for the other characters. Yep, get the teeth. I want Tails to do this the whole time. People, I don't know if you're doing video cam,
We are.
but people can't see. They can hear me though. It's the
Ah,
teeth.
okay, cool.
It's the teeth. Yeah.
Well,
It's a
you
TV.
know movies, so I thought there was like some sort of like political movie that I didn't know about that you're just gonna pull out of your ass called The Teeth.
The
And it's
teeth.
just like an hour and a half long, like documentary about like I don't know,
Well,
like Al
we
Gore or
do
Donald Trump.
we do have something. It's called Borat 2.
Okay, I mean, dude, I don't know.
I mean, you guys know the horror movie Teeth, right?
No,
No.
About the you've never seen Teeth.
that's why it
Oh my
sounds
God.
familiar, and I
Talk
thought you're fucking with me.
Talk about a great movie with political messaging and what have you, but and it's a horror movie about a young woman who starts developing her sexuality and in turn physically develops teeth in in her vagina. And so
Oh God!
so there's some interesting
Oh, Jesus!
there's some interesting scenes and some really good messaging. And I love it. It's a great horror movie. It's a great movie in general about the young woman experience, women experience in general, how viewed as sex objects. And
Okay, so let me just say this now for anybody that's watching this video on YouTube. I'm laughing not at the premise of the movie. I am absolutely loving Sean's reaction to this.
great horror movie. And
You've killed
Sean, you
Sean
gotta
a little
definitely-
inside. Like,
yeah.
there's a little piece of Sean that he's never getting back anymore because he knows there's a woman in a movie that has teeth.
In her
Down
vagina.
there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
great. Oh,
Yeah.
that's Halloween's coming up. That might be like the thing. Oh,
It's what I'm talking about, man.
Speaking of Halloween, I'm thinking about doing a 12 days of Halloween, like the 12 days prior, just watch a horror movie every night before Halloween.
Hey, get a bucket of candy, take your pants off, and watch Teeth. Mhm.
I feel like you're physically hurting Sean with this.
Mm.
Now you see why I wanted you on the show, Chris. Now you see.
God damn it. Okay. It's not happening.
You're
I'm not
welcome.
going to watch Teeth.
Okay, well, Sean, you actually found the topic before we get into the Protagonist Wars. So I want to hand it off to you so that you can bleach your brain of this for a second.
Fuck yeah, please.
And it was just one character for the nailed it, or
yeah, it's just one character every
It was
week.
just the one. Okay, cool. Good choice, by the way. I had for a feeling you were going to be like Tommy Lee Jones and Batman Forever.
We did that
Those
last
two
week.
We
pairs.
did that last
You
week.
did that.
We did that
Nice.
last week.
All right. You are not seeing this, are you? You're just
All right,
seeing
so anybody
We
who's
are.
listening in,
Samurai Champloo background. Where?
oh no, I could see it. I could see it.
Tom,
The
you can
Vulture
see
article.
your shared screen. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah. So again, if you're listening into the podcast, Sean has pulled up an article that says Michael B. Jordan ready to electrify you with a Static Shock movie.
all right. Do you want to read this? I'll scroll.
Yeah, I'll read it. Yeah, sure.
All right, sweet.
It starts with, sure, being turned into an electromagnetic mutant at 14 would make a high school even more awkward. But at least Michael B. Jordan is here to steer you through the experience. According to Variety, the Black Panther actor will be producing Static Shock, a film about DC Comics superhero Static, through his production company, Outlier Society. The project was first revealed back in August at DC Fandom when filmmaker and DC Comics writer Reginald Hudlin announced a film was in development. Quote, I'm proud to be part of building a new universe centered around Black superheroes. Our community deserves this, end quote. Jordan said in a statement Friday, quote, Outlier Society is committed to bringing to life diverse comic content across all platforms, and we are excited to partner with Reggie and Warner Brothers on this initial step, end quote. In case you saw Superhero and assumed the Creed star would make an on-screen appearance, well, he absolutely should, but we wouldn't be the lead. Created by DC Comics in 1993 and featured in his own animated Kids WB series in the early aughts, Static, the crime-fighting named Virgil Hawkins, is only a teen when he first gains electromagnetic powers after being exposed to the experimental chemicals. Again, as if being a freshman wasn't enough of a nightmare to begin with.
Nice. Boo, yeah.
Did you guys watch Static Shock back in the day?
It's good. It's a good cartoon. You know how Miles Morales, Marvel has that Miles Morales new Spider-Man? DC has Static Shock. Young black men, superheroes, it's badass. People love them. And Static Shock, yeah, I it's good. It's good. Honestly, you like to think, oh, like when you see like this young teenager and you're like, oh, I like to see Static because he's a really good character and you feel for him. You're like, I want to see him go through the paces of being like a superhero, young teenager or whatnot. He joins not Justice League. He later he probably does, but he joins Teen Titans, and the hijinks ensue there, and it was really good. And man, it's really good to see that there's going to be like a production company that's like behind getting a Static Shock movie, and yeah, man, it's going to be good. I would really like to see like a trailer, but well, Virus C. So we're gonna find out what happens. If Michael B. Jordan's behind it, that actually doesn't surprise me. But let's see what happens, man. If you got Ryan Coogler to direct, done, fucking done. The movie's gonna be great. All right.
You know, I'd love to see Jordan Peele give it a shot too.
Sure. I mean, yeah, you can do it too. I mean, yeah, okay, all right, fine.
I mean, I get it. I realize that his is more of like psychological horror thrillers, but I'd love to see him take a crack at that.
I mean, and Chris Rock's starting to direct now, so I mean,
I still can't believe he's working on the new Saw movie. Holy crap!
Yeah, put his name in that. So yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, I mean, the thing with, I guess in any industry, but with the film industry, there's so many talented people who don't have an opportunity. I think this would be a great chance for not only to get an unknown actor to get started and really create a career out of this, but also just bring in someone we've never heard of before to write and direct.
I see your reflection through Sean's glasses.
Well, I'm looking at something else, Emmanuel, but all right.
Pornography.
He's looking for the teeth.
Yeah.
No, I'm staying away from that. Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, Chris, please continue.
No, that's all I had really. It was just that, you guys brought out some great directors, great filmmakers. But I really want to hear new voices. So get a, fresh-faced actor and acting team, and get a first timer or just the director who hasn't had their big break yet. There's so many people out there, and I want a diverse production set, and I want a diverse cast. So if they're committing to an open an openness and a willingness to be diverse, then I hope they really commit to that, and I'm sure they will.
Just to step away from the movie idea for a second, I'd love to see, and I don't think we're going to see this happening, but I would love to see a Marvel DC crossover again, because there have been so many new created characters since the last time they did it that I'd love to see those types of things interact. And I would also think that the perfect setup, Static and as you brought up, Miles Morales as Spider-Man, I can totally see that actually having a pretty cool run to it, and also being able to project that message of Black superheroes that need the spotlight. Like that would be a really cool team up crossover. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but how rad would that be? I get that. I understand Sean's like hesitance toward this, because they did once do it before. Some of them were really good, but other ones were not so much. So I kind of get your hesitance there, but I think with a lot of the writers that we have now in the comic book industry, I think that something really cool could come out of that. If anything else, if we were to at least get a Static Shock, Miles Morales Spider-Man crossover, that'd be really cool, I think.
Yeah.
I suppose.
As far as the movie, I hope Phil Lamar makes a cameo on that, because Phil Lamar was the original voice actor of Static. during the 90s cartoon run. So I'd love to see like a little bit of a throwback to that.
Well, Static is he's in like Black Lightning universe, and I haven't kept up with Black Lightning, the TV show, so I don't know if Virgil Hawkins has even showed up in Dakota. That would be cool, or in the show. Like if I hear that that's what's happening, I'll watch it and watch it and watch it and try and binge it as much as I can, because Black Lightning, he's an interesting character, and I'm down with that. I just, I'm always all over the place with streaming services, and it does drive me nuts. It's like, oh, it's not on this, but it's on this. It's like, fuck, I gotta pay for that now. It's like, damn it. But
Right.
that's the problem. That's why I can't keep up with these damn shows anymore. But
Right. And they just
easier for
migrated.
me. What's up?
They just migrated, I think, everything to HBO Max now too, which is,
Damn it.
I think I remember another confusing
I swear
streaming thing.
you get one more, world. You get fucking one more. That's it, man. I can't. I was on Hulu. I was watching like all the Arrow and everything on Hulu, and then it was like, oh, it's not on Hulu anymore. It's on Netflix. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm already paying for Netflix. Why am I paying for Hulu? The same shows. Like, fuck this. So
Yeah, wasn't it? I think wasn't CW worked out an agreement with Netflix? It's like after the season ended,
Right.
8 days later they would put it up all on Netflix.
Yeah, that's why I didn't
That's what
watch
it
it on
was.
Netflix. And I'm like, all right, Hulu, you're where it's at. But like now, that's not the case.
So did you keep Hulu?
Yeah. Jesus.
I've been trying to get him to go watch Letterkenny for a while now, and that's only on Hulu at the moment.
Yeah. I haven't watched it myself, but it's in my queue. It's got a following.
World,
like
you
you're
get
part of.
one more.
You get one more streaming service, and that's it.
That is.
I mean,
fucking
seriously,
it.
what else is there? There's HBO Max. There's
Mhm.
the DC one, which is now just comic books or whatever.
Well, yeah, now it's just comic books, but it's
there's-
all on HBO Max.
Yeah, there's Disney. There's Hulu. There's Netflix. There's the NBC app. There's the CBS app.
Amazon Prime.
There's Amazon Prime. There's what others? Who else? Who else has got streaming? WWE has got a streaming
The
service.
network,
the Criterion Channel is streaming app, so you get all those movies there. Like what else? Oh, Chiller, which is all horror movies.
Oh, I've been meaning to check that out
which
too.
is pretty cool.
No, I don't want to watch
and-
like streaming service teeth. No, I'm cool.
You've scarred him for life, Chris.
It ain't
You've
happening.
scarred him for
Nah,
life.
Nah.
Or I
What
guess
can
we
I
could.
say?
I guess we could say you've added another scar.
Nah, there's plenty of
Yeah.
scars.
So Sean's point, there's a lot of streaming. I cannot possibly think of another conglomerate. Oh, Apple especially, they got their
Apple TV,
their Apple
yeah.
thing. I cannot think of another billions dollar company that goes, you know what we really need in this world?
Another
streaming
streaming service.
Let's do it. I just can't think of one. I think now we're going to really start seeing who's going to succeed at all this, and then we'll see where it goes from
We'll
there.
go
but
from there. Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway, I feel his frustration, but
It's bullshit, and I can't keep up with like certain shows, and it's just like I watched I feel like I watched the whole first
Wikipedia,
season of
man.
Black Lightning.
Wikipedia.
No Virgil Hawkins, and I'm like, dude, it'd be dope if Virgil Hawkins showed up in this. And watch, if he does, that's gonna be great because I want to see Virgil Hawkins and Black Lightning. That would be great.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
All right. All right.
All right.
And the podcast resumes.
Are you guys ready for the Protagonist Wars?
I swear I'm going to buy Zoom, and I swear we're going to have to save it. And just, God damn it. We must fix this, Emmanuel. We have to. We are more professional than this. At least I like to think so,
It's a good pee break. It's a good commercial break. Put
Yeah,
in some fake ads.
It is.
Whatever.
It is. We have no fake ads. I wish we did. We need
Put in
ads.
some real ads. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Get someone
But
to buy
I
the
want to
shit.
be paid for it, though. Exactly.
All right, gentlemen, if you guys take a look at your screens, we are just about at the halfway point of this, so we can finish this off today.
Oh, yeah.
So we left
Absolutely.
off with video games the last time. Chris, since you're joining us for this, where do you think we want to go? Do you want to start with television characters, book, or movies?
Let's do TV characters for 100, Alex.
All
Got
right. TV characters. So, starting us off on there, we have Darkwing Duck or Goliath.
Oh no! We can't have dueling Disney afternoon. We really can't.
This is where it
I
gets
don't-
harder, man. We got rid of the ones that
Yeah.
we don't really care about. Now we got
Yep.
the ones that we do care about.
I think you missed out on this, Chris. Oh, you totally did. Oh my!
I'm getting a good setup, though. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, I want my peanut gallery. Fuck.
Okay, I'll start us off. For this one, I'm gonna go Goliath.
Oh
Do we
man.
give our reasons why or no?
You can if you want.
If you want,
okay.
yeah.
I honestly, as far as like, I feel like Darkwing Duck was more of like cartoony. It still had some moments of seriousness to it, but I feel like Gargoyles and Goliath in general just had such a great character arc to them. You know.
Okay.
Oh, it's the two good shows on the Disney afternoon. We can't do this, my heart. I want
Rip it
to
off
be
like a
like,
Band-Aid.
You
no,
gotta pick.
I'm
You
not
gotta
ready
pick.
for this. I'm not ready for this. This is what I want
Okay.
to do.
Well, you know what, Chris? What do you
I can do
say?
it. I say Goliath.
Goliath. All right, Goliath moves
and,
on.
you know, I know they talk
Darkwing
about
Duck
how
and get outvoted. Oh, some bitch. So
I'm just-
Goliath beats him.
Goliath is a hero, man. He had to make tough
So's
decisions.
Darkwing.
He was okay. You think Darkwing Duck ever had to go through the kind of shit that Goliath had to go through, yet still maintain a moral compass that Goliath had the entire time,
No.
and to be a leader? No. Darkwing Duck fucking sucks.
Moving on, before you hurt his feelings anymore, Dean Winchester versus Rick Sanchez.
All right, man. You'll kick it off, man. You go first.
I love Rick Sanchez. I do. But again, going off of character arcs and buildings to him, I got to go Dean Winchester. We've gotten like 15 seasons. The show's about to end finally. And we got to see this character grow in a world full of demons, mythological creatures, historical figures. Like, we got to see all of that, and we got to see how this guy changed throughout that period. Or when he started, he was almost that snotty punk kid, and then just going through all of these things just kind of makes him who he is. It makes him Dean Winchester, you know?
Okay.
Sean?
Disagree. Rick Sanchez.
Rick Sanchez?
Yep, he fights gods as well.
He loses to them.
Oh man. Okay.
Well,
Let's
Odin.
see. Well, you know what? I have. My opinion is that both of them are toxic, broken dudes.
Oh,
and,
totally.
Absolutely.
They absolutely do not deserve any kind of acclaim or anything that people lap onto them, especially Rick Sanchez. But if we had to go with between these two characters in terms of growth, Dean Winchester would win just because of the amount of seasons he's had alone. But Rick Sanchez, I would say they've done more with a similar character path in less seasons, which is a bit more ambitious. And I would say the show being inherently more sci-fi and abstract and existential than Supernatural. Well, Supernatural's got like heaven and hell and demons and shit, so that's not really a good answer either. But I would still have to go with Rick Sanchez on this.
All right, Rick Sanchez
Even
moves
though
on.
Wheat.
All right, next one.
Even though both of them are just not my type of dudes. But
Yeah.
Jean-Luc Picard or Angel from the Buffyverse.
Angel. He's a vampire.
Okay. I mean that's your reasoning. That's your reasoning. I'm gonna also go. I love.
I love how simple that is. I won't expand much on that, but I just love the simple. He's a vampire. So
He's a vampire. Yeah.
He's
Look,
Angel.
Jean-Luc Picard's
he's
a normal
Angel.
dude. He's a very talented normal dude and a great leader, but I mean, Angel could beat old Patrick Stewart, suck his blood, and kill him.
You know what? Then I'm going to go with Picard, just because Picard's been through some shit. He became a Borg, you asshole.
He
you know?
did.
And he came back from that, and he was still a good dude. He wasn't just whole like, man, look at me. I have a soul. Ooh, will someone just kiss me, please? No, fuck that shit. Picard's like, I'm the captain of USS Enterprise, and I got to deal with some shit, and he did.
And he's gotten into some scraps too.
Yeah.
So Picard.
Got one for
Fuck
Picard and
Angel
one
and
for
his
Angel.
little stupid tattoo.
All right.
This is gonna be. I love the show, by the way, and the characters.
You're just doing it to antagonize Sean.
Yeah, it's okay.
And I really do legitimately think Picard should win over Angel, in my opinion.
Yeah. You know what? I got to go Angel on this one. Mainly because it's like we got like a two-faced thing going on over there, where one side of it we've got the remorseful human who is trying to do everything he can to atone for everything that he's done in his life, his long life, and then you got Angelus, who is just a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So
whatever.
I got to go with Angel on this one.
It's the same. Picard went through the same shit, and he came out the other end of it was like, "I'm still going to save the galaxy." But whatever.
But you know what? I think he did it way too much. He did it like a light switch. You know, that's not realistic.
Loses his soul just by having an orgasm. Who fucking twisted shit like that? Anyway, that's fine.
Okay.
Next.
We got 11 from Stranger Things or Dexter Morgan from Dexter.
11.
I'm gonna go with Dexter. I got a chance to sit down and finally watch the series. It's a complicated thing, man. It's like you're rooting.
Dexter have mind powers?
He's pretty freaking smart.
Okay,
I wouldn't say he's like mind powers, but the way he's able to come up on everything and how he's able to elude the police for so long
means he's smart. I get it.
Smart as hell. And also it's the idea that you know,
he moved to like a remote region and became like a logger. That's not smart. He's stupid. 11.
11? Okay. We got 2 for 11. Can't argue with that.
Done.
All right.
He's got powers. He can just make his head explode. Come on.
Okay. Sean, do you want to do movie characters or do you want to do book characters?
Hey, so like Dexter beat Walker, Texas Ranger. Think about that, Chris. In our Protagonist War here. So, yeah. All right.
Yeah, can go fuck himself.
Funny enough, Jared Padalecki's going to be the next Walker. So.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna go. Is that movies?
Not everything.
Movies is on the top, and books are on the bottom.
Top and books is at the bottom. All right. Let's go. Let's go books.
All right.
Learn something. Read. All right, cool.
We got Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman fights gods. I'm sorry, Leonardo. He ain't gonna win that.
When you said books, I really thought like literary books. I'm not good.
There is. It's a mixture. It's a mixture. There is literary characters on here.
Don't take it the wrong way. But I do find it funny that it's like, let's go with books, and I was like, oh, maybe Holden Caulfield or whatever, and it's like, no, Leonardo from the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Me and Kevix made this joke last week. We're like, all right, cool. Cyrano de Bergerac versus Tom Sawyer. Let's go. Spin that wheel. Right?
Yeah.
For this one, I'm gonna go Wonder Woman too. Mainly because of that comic where she kicks the crap out of Batman. It's like you're reminded that Batman is only human, and she rocks him, and I love it.
She's got little bracelets that go pew pew with the bullets, and then she's got a lasso, and she's got a ship that's invisible.
Yep.
Speaking of Batman, next one
Turtle's got a
is
shell.
Batman versus Goku.
God damn it, Emmanuel! Why did you do this?
That's the roll of the die, baby. It's the roll of the die.
Stupid. Okay.
You put him in the bracket, and it wasn't fair. It's like Goku's gonna win that. Like, oh, god damn it! I mean, I'm sure Batman would kind of like find a way to like try and smartly figure this out. But Goku is incredibly stupid. But
when it comes to fighting, he's a genius. Everything else, he's an idiot.
He's a maestro, idiot savant when it comes to fighting. So I'm gonna say Goku.
All right, Chris.
Goku.
Yeah.
Goku it is.
We need in a dark world that we have. We need more himbos, and he's the perfect himbo.
So you know what we were talking about this on the last show, and Chemix and Sean agreed that they thought Batman was gonna go all the way through.
No.
So he's down. Okay.
You put him up against Goku. Like, here's the
No, I put him up against Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim versus Batman. We're like,
Himbo for the win. Himbo for the win.
All right. We got Geralt from The Witcher which did start off as a book, against Wolverine.
And I like Chris's. Yeah, really, it did. I guess
It did, yeah.
I suppose if
All
you
these
wanted to go
characters that are
route.
on their brackets originally started in that forum. So we got Geralt versus Wolverine. What do you guys think?
It's Geralt.
Geralt, sorry.
I've been letting him say it like that. That's okay.
He's like, for months now, and I didn't say shit.
It's
Yes.
until last week.
By the way, I hate you both. All right, guys,
Who's
what do you
going
got?
first?
All right.
Chris, you go first.
Geralt.
See,
Wolverine's
this is a
boring.
good
Geralt's
fight.
boring too, but Wolverine's more boring.
This is a good fight. I think Wolverine can heal off whatever Geralt's going to throw at him.
Geralt!
Geralt,
Um,
stop it! I know Emmanuel's getting me to do that. I can't.
yes.
I think I'm gonna have to say Wolverine because he can heal off whatever Witcher Man is going to do. So you don't fuck me up.
Yep, I'm gonna go Wolverine too.
All right.
Wolverine. And lastly, Peter Parker, Spider-Man versus Harry Potter.
Huh. Magic's a thing.
You know what? I feel like because Marvel has its own unique special sorcerers, primarily Sorcerer Supremes, he already has a really good idea of what he would need to do to combat against magic.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go towards Spider-Man on this one.
Fuck, I want to say the same, and Harry's not that great of a wizard. And Peter's probably maybe have had to like fight Doctor Strange, and he's way better a wizard than Harry Potter. So yeah, I have to say Harry Potter. I have to say Peter Parker.
Okay, Chris, what was going to be your?
Harry's a bitch. Peter Parker all the way.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll finish off this one with movies. So we got Celine from the Underworld movies versus Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan. I know, right? I know.
It's just how the brackets were set up. Chris, are you agreeing? Again, now reminder.
Celine from Underworld?
I know he chose this.
Yeah, right. It's my fault. You know, you guys can go to hell. It is. Despite me asking you to give me Protagonist, and you guys never did.
Okay, yeah, I suppose you're right.
Now, reminder about this too. It's not even just about like powers and how strong they are. FSR. It's also about like what you personally like as far as character development and whatnot. That being said, I feel like you're still kind of leaning towards Obi-Wan.
Being the paragon of writing. I'm going to go with Celine. We need more women in this bracket. Obi-Wan, dude. Sure, he's got a lightsaber and he's all cool and shit, but he also let Anakin become Darth Vader, so he can fuck off. Celine.
I disagree. The Force, and he's a Jedi Master.
It's on me then.
In title only.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go Celine on this one. I'm gonna go Celine on this one.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
All right. John Wick or Beatrix Kiddo?
There's a fight. Nah, we're talking. But Chris here with that look. What? Why? I think this is a great fight.
I do too. Oh, this is better than Celine and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about like when she fights the Crazy 88, but I'm also thinking of like John Wick getting out of a nightclub and killing everybody on the way out.
He had a gun though.
But he also did a lot of like ground and pound to set up everything too.
You know that he's a badass with a sword too. You just
probably is.
I feel it in my loins.
Yeah, like we didn't see it, but with everything that we've seen that guy doing,
I feel it. Yeah, feel it. Yeah, in my very rectum. He would know.
You know what? Because of that, I'm gonna say John Wick on this one.
Okay.
John Wick.
See, it kind of varies to their weapons too. I think Beatrix Kiddo would probably do better with conventional weapons, knives and swords and whatnot. If she had her sword, then that would be good. But John Wick's gonna have a gun, of course.
Well, like Chris was saying, we don't know if he has like melee weapon skills, but based off of the last 2 movies, we did see him fight with weapons.
Yeah, I would think he does have melee skills.
And he
Probably
does-
not to Beatrix
And he
Kiddo.
does kill somebody with a pencil.
Yeah, I still think Beatrix Kiddo.
Beatrix? Okay.
Mhm.
We got one John Wick, one Beatrix. Chris, you're the tiebreaker.
All right. I'm going to go with Beatrix.
Beatrix it is.
Purely for the bravery of Uma Thurman showing her humongous feet for what felt like
She
40
does
fucking
have
minutes
humongous feet.
in that goddamn scene, because Tarantino in real life has a foot fetish.
Oh boy,
And
does
so
he!
he needed to put that in the movie, and she was like, cool, let's do it. And
I
the
think he
feet
has
was
a
just
private
in
cut
frame.
of that. I think he has a private cut of that where his schlong has been in between her toes. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Somewhere.
man.
He watches like privately.
Perhaps.
All right. Beatrix
Oh, yeah.
Not to say her feet are ugly. Her feet were beautiful, but just the bravery of just
All right.
putting it on there.
Cool beans. All right.
Yep.
We got El Mariachi versus Indiana Jones. I'm gonna go with El Mariachi.
Oh boy. You gotta choose like immediately too. It's like I don't know. Like El Mariachi's got like a lot more guns than Indiana Jones. Can you come back to me?
Yeah, sure. Chris?
I'm sorry, Chris. I had to.
I think they're both pretty one-note characters. But if I had to pick pick a character, I would just go Indy Jones. He fought Nazis multiple times and won.
All right. Sean, it's back to you.
Nazis could always get killed. Shoot them.
Yeah, that's true. El Mariachi's probably. There's been different El Mariachis too. There's not like there's any different Indiana Joneses.
Okay, so we're talking about El. So like the Antonio Banderas.
Okay.
Like there are other mariachis and they all have their unique weaponry, but we're sticking to Antonio.
Okay, mariachi. Fudge. It's not like he fought Nazis, but it's like cartel members. I mean, different times, different parts of the world.
You gotta also remember at the end of Desperado, he kills his brother and he escapes the compound where a bunch of people already have their guns pointed at him. So they got him point blank and he still got out.
Yeah, but you got to think of that sequel where his wife and daughter were
Once
killed.
Upon a Time in Mexico.
Yeah, and he did get out of that, but not like with a lot of hell, or not a whole lot going on with him. He did save the Mexican president, so there is that.
Sure. Let me counter that with Indy Jones watched a guy get beheaded on an airplane.
That's true, he did.
Yeah, that shit would haunt you for the rest of your life. He did see aliens in the last movie, and he has a son named Bugsy. No, Pants. No, what was the kid's name?
I don't even know.
But your son's Shia. That's enough baggage.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if that helps the cause.
Yeah, Indy.
Oh, it helps.
Indiana Jones.
Yep.
All right, next one. Sarah Connor or Buffy Summers?
Ugh. Here's a fight.
Actually, Chris, why don't you start us off on this one?
Okay. Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor. Okay.
I want to say Buffy Summers because she has powers. I know Sarah Connor has time on her side. But
the cool thing about this is that these are characters.
That's the thing with Sarah. She did not have time on her side. Sarah Connor had no time.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
What's interesting about these characters is that they're both what were supposed to be normal people getting thrown into extraordinary situations, and how they came out of it at the end of it. Buffy Summers just wanted to be a regular high school girl. Finds out that she is the Slayer that's supposed to save mankind. Sarah Connor was just a lady and then was told, hey, your offspring is going to save the world.
Okay.
And it's just like how they came out of it. They both came out as badass women. So it's, you know what? I'm going to go with Buffy Summers on this one.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Going over to video games.
Yes, we are.
We got Link versus Alucard.
Oh boy.
Oh yes.
Oh boy, we're going down to the
nitty-gritty.
semifinals here.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. All right. Oh geez, we had Link. Link went further than I thought.
Yeah.
He beat Kratos.
We outvoted him for Kratos.
How.
Yeah, we did.
We did. Gee, and I went Kratos, and you and Chemix were like, nah, Link. I'm like, all right, fine. I got outvoted.
All right. I'll start us off on this one. I think it would be a pretty balanced fight, but at the end of the day, I think Alucard would take it. Spelled his name wrong there.
Okay.
Alucard.
I'm gonna go Link.
You're gonna go Link?
I like sweet baby himbos in this world. We need simple, heroic people. I'm tired of having the whole dark and dreary and emo heroes who make questionable decisions or at one point were bad guys and now are good guys. Link's always been a good dude. He did the call, even when he's been a child. He's been murdered. I don't know how many timelines.
Yeah.
He saved the world. I don't know how many.
Always
timelines.
been a different dude, though.
It's always a different Link. Yeah.
But the interpretation is a reincarnation, right?
Yep,
of the same spirit. So it could be a different body, but it's the same Link.
I was thinking about that too, but I was also thinking, like, I don't think I've ever seen Alucard actually do anything. Like, yes, he is the dark, broody character, but he always tries to do what's best for humanity based off of his mother's teachings. So it wasn't like, oh, well, he was a bad guy at one point and became a good guy. No, he's always been fighting for humanity's sake. Even a society that's actually gone against him so many times.
I still go with Link.
I'm going to say Link.
You going to say Link? I'm sorry, Alucard. I was rooting for you.
Yep.
All right. Cloud, Strife, or Sonic the Hedgehog?
Ooh. I think Sonic is way faster than Cloud. And I want to say Cloud probably would have the knowledge to slow him down.
He can cast haste on himself, and he can cast slow.
Or speed up. I think if he were to cast haste on himself, he's still not fast enough, but I think he would.
But you know what? Magic spells don't necessarily need accuracy.
No.
So he can just cast a slow spell on Sonic and cast haste and balance it out. At that point, then you only have like, all right, well, who's going to survive it at that point?
Yeah, and I think Cloud can probably one-shot him in that case, and you stopped the screen share. I want to say Cloud.
You want to say Cloud?
I want to say Cloud.
All right.
Okay.
You know what? I'll go Cloud too. I'll go Cloud on this one. Yeah.
All right. Cloud it is. I'll say Sonic to be contrarian because no matter what, I was gonna lose. So Cloud.
Let's go to the same pattern we went to before. So we'll go over to television characters. We got Goliath or Rick Sanchez.
Oh. That's what happens when you put Darkwing Duck against Goliath. Fuck.
He fights Rick Sanchez? Goliath.
Oh.
I'm going to go Goliath. I just think he's such a badass character, you know?
No.
No one can fuck with my man Goliath. I pick him too.
Oh, right. Shit. He goes forward.
He's going forward.
Rick Sanchez. Doesn't matter what I have to vote. All right, dope.
Yeah.
We took it out of your hands.
I had him to lose. All right, cool.
Okay. Angel or 11?
Okay, this is where I think 11 runs into the wall. You know,
we've seen how fast vampires can be, and while I realize 11 does have mind powers, I feel like speed could play a factor in actually being able to connect anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
Angel. He doesn't have a real way to kill Angel, neither.
I'm going to go Angel.
Yeah. She would probably have them. She'd probably know. Oh, hey, this is a vampire that's coming after me. Get a metal or get a.
I mean, she has fought
otherworldly creatures. Like 100 different wooden stakes and use her mind to just throw them at them and poof, dead. Pip.
That would be pretty rad. It's not like she can hold them for a while either. Her powers are at a limit, you know.
Yeah, it does hurt her to use her powers too much.
Yeah. Or I feel like Angel, all he needs is one good shot, and he's gonna kill this poor little 14-year-old girl. Yeah, I'm gonna go Angel.
Angel, it is.
Okay.
All right, we got Wonder Woman versus Goku.
Oh boy, now this is the fights. One loves to fight forever, and one can fight forever.
I want to say Goku. I really, really do.
I'm gonna say Goku, actually.
But I actually have to lean towards Wonder Woman on this one.
Okay, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman it is.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Wonder Woman.
God.
Goku the himbo is the best, but Wonder Woman, the goddess, can't beat that.
Yeah. All right. I mean, we've seen this before. Wolverine versus Peter Parker.
No! Fuck! We've seen comic books like this.
Exactly.
I don't remember how any of them worked out. It was just like, we can't kill each other. You're too cool. And he's like, I know. So...
You know what? I'm going to lean with Peter Parker on this one. And it actually has something to do with Wolverine. Because Wolverine has openly admitted that there are very few people in the world that he trusts 100%. Like, I will put my life in your hands. And one of those characters is Spider-Man.
Yeah, it is.
So to me, it's just like when Wolverine puts Peter Parker in that pedestal, it's just like, I got to go with Spider-Man on that one.
Not when they're fighting to the death, though. Whose healing factor is better? Oh, you know, I think... See, Spider Sense would come into play with this. And I'm pretty sure Wolverine, all he needs is one good shot against Peter Parker. They both have a healing factor, but Wolverine's is better. And it's not like which one's the more experienced fighter in this. I mean, you could go that route, but I don't know.
You know, you got to also remember, Spider-Man developed his own fighting style, the way of the spider. So it's not based off of any martial arts that Wolverine knows.
At least it's not hamster style.
I don't want to do
squirrel
hamster
style.
style.
Pretty good though.
I don't think I want to do hamster style anymore. Okay.
It's terrible on my lower back.
I'm gonna say Peter Parker.
All right, Spider-Man moves forward. What were you gonna say, Chris?
Same. Peter Parker's a more engaging character.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's go over to movies. We got Celine versus Beatrix Kiddo.
Ah, damn it.
Beatrix.
Celine.
I'll be the tiebreaker. This one I'll go with Beatrix.
Fuck. All right. I think Beatrix would probably lop her head off. One good shot. Celine does have guns, though.
Indiana Jones or Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Ooh. I'm going to say experience trumps out her powers.
I'm going to say Buffy.
I will say Indiana.
Oh, man. Okay. Let's see here. This one's tough. We got, as I said earlier, a Nazi killer. Could always go with more of those.
You got to remember, some of those Nazis probably ended up turning into demons in hell and ended up fighting Buffy, and she took them down again. So that she actually fought more powerful versions of those characters that Indy killed.
Don't try to make this a shared universe. Everything's a shared universe, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Not everything needs to be a shared universe. Just because you said that, Indiana Jones.
Indy?
Yay!
Yeah.
So Indy moves forward.
Try to blend that shit to the Whedonverse.
Stop it.
All right, guys, we are semifinals right here.
All right.
You know what? Let's stick to movies right now, actually. Let's go Beatrix Kiddo or Indiana Jones. I'm going to go Beatrix Kiddo on this one.
I want to say... Oh, my God. I would say Indy can keep her at a distance. The minute she gets in, he's fucked. All he can do is really dodge her. Damn.
You got to remember too. Beatrix was trained by the legendary master Pai Mei,
Yeah, I
who
know.
has ridiculous fighting prowess. Actually, I honestly think Beatrix would hit him with the five-fingered palm touch that just blows them up or blows their heart up.
Yeah, she does have that. But she's always an in close person. Yeah, I'm gonna say Beatrix Kiddo probably kills him.
All right.
Beatrix, man, all the way. Beatrix, she is driven by revenge. You cannot let that all-consuming
Dude,
rage
she
just
fought
twinkle your
herself
eye.
out of being buried alive by
Yep.
punching.
Yep.
She
All
did
right.
Sorry,
that,
Indy.
yes.
Sorry, Indy.
Wonder Woman or Spider-Man?
Shit.
You know what? I love both characters. Amazing comic book characters, but I'm a bigger Spider-Man guy than I am a Wonder Woman fan. So Spidey for me.
Wonder Woman.
Chris, you're the tiebreaker.
Ooh. This one's tough. Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman it is.
Mm.
So check it out. A woman has actually taken the entire right side of the bracket.
Okay.
Because we have Beatrix Kiddo and Wonder Woman. But we'll come back to that in a second. Let's go back to television characters.
All right.
We got Goliath versus Angel.
As if this is a question.
Goliath. I'm sorry, Angel.
Really,
Goliath.
this is a harder fight for me.
I'm sorry.
They both
Angel.
can't fight in the daytime. It's got to be at night.
Got to remember, too, Angels fought giant demons that can be considered comparable to Goliath. But you know what? I just feel like they're both old as shit, too.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. These characters are actually surprisingly similar.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
Goliath
Goliath.
for me.
I'm going to stick to Goliath.
Going Goliath.
Going Goliath. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm sorry, Angel.
Damn good run.
You know what? If Goliath wasn't in here, I think Angel would have gotten to the semifinals. All right. Link or Cloud?
Ooh.
I'm mad that Link knocked out Alucard. But
I had money.
So he's going to get his revenge.
no, actually,
Cloud.
what I was going to say was, but if I were to look at this, I got to go Link. I just think there's more. You know, Cloud's a great character, but he only basically has one story arc, whereas you were saying before, Link, there's so many Links, and they have so many different adventures, and he's still able to adapt with everything. I have to go Link on this one.
I like Link. He doesn't go pee-pee in his diapers over every little thing. Cloud pisses over everything.
He does
Little-
piss and moan over it. He's got to be the
Just
edgelord. All the
whiny-
wannabe edgelord.
Whiny pee-pee baby.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Here we go. All right, we've got
Oh, man. I like that's how that ended.
Goliath.
Cloud. Chris says whiny pee-pee baby.
Yes. I almost feel like the spinning newspaper has to hit now, and that's the top headline right there.
Blue.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, we're finishing this up, guys. We got Link or Goliath. You know what? This is going to be silly. I'm going to go Goliath only because he was voiced by Keith David. All we get from Link is, yeah!
I'm going to say Link.
You say Link, one Goliath.
Ooh, that's tough. Emmanuel brings up a good point. Goliath.
Link has beaten guys like Goliath before.
Goliath, it is.
Yeah,
Wow.
but Goliath can talk, so we know what goes on in his little mind. Link, he's a hero, but he doesn't say anything.
Right.
He
All
keeps
right.
himself at a distance. I don't like distant people. I want him to open up, tell me what's going on in his mind and his life, and he refuses. So he gets no love from me.
Or maybe he wants to, but his vocabulary is only hut, ya, ya.
Oh, that's true. Maybe his people kept him down. They never taught him to speak. Oh, maybe he's a tragic character and not an asshole. You know what? Goliath.
I like what you did there, sir. I like what you did there. Sean, what were you going to say?
I said Link.
Oh, okay. Beatrix Kiddo or Wonder Woman?
Oh shit! I think Wonder Woman would love to. I think they would fight, and Beatrix would be defeated massively, and then she wouldn't want to kill Beatrix. Be like, hey, there's an island full of women, and completely recruit her, and she can be an Amazon, and then be like, that's how that works. And yeah,
So
I
you're
think
leaning
Wonder
towards
Woman
Wonder
wouldn't
Woman on this
kill
one?
her. I don't think Beatrix has the means to kill Wonder Woman.
Well, again, you're also remember there's also character development and everything too. So don't just think of it as like who's stronger.
Oh, excuse me. No, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman,
Mhm.
Chris.
I like Sean's take on that. I go Wonder Woman. I
Wonder
think
Woman?
Wonder Woman would be like, hey girl, why are we fighting? We're better than this patriarchal system that's keeping us down. Come to my land of women, and I'll teach you the way. And they go together, and they live happily ever after. And I love it. Wonder Woman all the way.
All
She's too
right.
badass.
We went through 64 characters. We had discussions. We had slight arguments. And it has all led to this very last moment. So, for the ESRCade Protagonist War, our finalists are Wonder Woman or Goliath. Gentlemen, your choices,
Start your
please.
engines.
Wonder Woman over Goliath. Fuck yeah, by a landslide. It's a steamroll.
You know what Chris had made a mention before about Goliath's virtuous nature, despite everything that's gone on.
You can say the same for Wonder Woman.
We can.
She's
But
seen the
you know
pure
what?
darkness of man.
She has, but Goliath has actually experienced it firsthand when his clan was destroyed by a betrayal of what he thought was one of his friends. If there is any reason for anybody to like switch sides, that's it for Goliath. And he could have just like rained terror upon everybody, but he didn't. He still kept to his core values. And with remnants of his clan, he was able to take them and still lead them into strong, not just strong warriors, but strong characters, because we also get to see everybody else's development on that as well. That's somebody that everybody looked up to as clan leader, and he did such an amazing job. And some of the adventures that he had, being able to go through time. There was that arc where he started getting sent into random places to fix problems. He carried that wisdom with him, but he also wasn't a character who couldn't accept new things. If there was new information out there, he would absorb it. For me anyways, I say Goliath. So we got one Goliath and we got one Wonder Woman, right, Sean? You said Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough. You both have very convincing arguments. And in my ideal world, they would look at each other and they would clasp Predator style and flex as fucking hard as they can. And both worlds would be united in peace.
I feel like that would happen.
Can...
Like it would start off as a fight and then they would realize, hey, this isn't actually an evil person. And then it just kind of goes from there, right?
Yeah. In my ideal world, I would pick both.
Wonder Woman has taken something like has beaten demons before. Oh God, what's his name? Etrigan. She's beaten the hell out of Etrigan.
Well, yeah, but you're leaning in towards more of like physical raw power. You know, I'm kind of going into it as like experiences and what we were able to watch as far as because of it.
Really experienced as well.
Not experienced, experiences. Like we've seen like some really cool things of that.
She's fought Nazis. Fuck yeah, she has.
She has,
yeah.
And she suffered loss, has gained a lot of wisdom, and has made the Justice League better just by her very presence.
Mm-hmm.
So that's...
This is what I wanted from this Protagonist War. I knew we were going to like just weed off a bunch of people, but I knew we were going to get to this moment. So, Chris, I hate to put the pressure on you, but it's on you, dude. You got one for Goliath, and we got one for Wonder Woman.
It's okay. I embrace the pressure. I thrive on it. Unlike you,
I was born in the darkness. Like a diamond.
I was born in the darkness. You barely live in it, or whatever the fuck Bane said. Off to villainy.
Have you had your fiber yet?
Yeah. Gary, really? Pizza? I'm going to go with Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Protagonist Wars, DC's Wonder Woman, takes it, ladies and gentlemen. She is the protagonist above all other protagonists. And we congratulate her.
She almost didn't win against Son Goku.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at this, and it's like there was like one change. I feel like if there was like one change as far as how we voted, it would have been a completely different ending to this. Like just one. Oh, man. I'm looking at this, I'm just like, wow.
I'm happy with the result.
And he almost didn't win against Rick Sanchez.
But you know, if you really think about it, I know this seems like really cliche and corny to say, but you know, all these characters are winners. We've grown up to these.
Really?
Well, what did I say? What did I preference with this? What did I say before, Sean? I said it was going to be corny and cliched, but it's not incorrect either.
Like
because
we're all shaking hands. Good game.
Good game. Yes.
Goliath goes back to his clan with the participation trophy and goes, I think I won. I don't know.
I don't know what this is. But I mean, if you really think about it, we sat here and we debated and we went back and forth about what these characters have done. We've taken the time to try to understand these characters and to follow along on all of their adventures. And we've gotten something out of it. Whether it's a comic book showing a certain reference to something that we can apply towards real life. Granted, comic books are way exaggerated, but hey, or we got to see characters under pressure still being able to persevere. Characters that, in all likelihood, if they had an opportunity to turn evil based off of betrayal, they should have, but they didn't. We saw character. And it was enough to where we got all these characters, put them together, and decided who has the most influence, who really actually contributed more to whatever this is. I'm happy with this. I am super stoked that Wonder Woman won. Even though I was rooting for Goliath, I'm really happy because she is a character of absolute virtue. And so are a lot of these other characters. Except maybe CJ.
Yeah, you fucked that. You shit the bed on that.
And he's a protagonist. He is a protagonist.
Yeah, I suppose he is.
Protagonist doesn't necessarily mean hero. It just means that they're the main story arc character.
I think we should have given you someone better. I think we should have. Oh, God.
Alrighty.
And I guess the real question at the end of this, at this 2 week long thing that we did here at the ESRCade, the real question stands. When we say literature in a tournament bracket and we start putting comic book characters in there and not like real, like Mark Twain, you know, like Wade Watts from, you know, it's just like, is that really? Like, really? Come on.
Yes, really.
Okay, fine.
Chris, thanks so much for joining us on this one. I know you said you had a hard out in a couple of minutes, but we're glad that you were able to come on and help us finish the show. Also, shout out to Chemix for also helping us start off on this one as well.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Had a lot of fun. Sean, thank your Peanut Gallery for participating last week as well.
Yeah.
I did want to keep it to just like the 3 people, but you know what? It was a lot of fun to hear what they thought. Mm-hmm. They got excited about it as well. So I'm hoping everybody who's listening in is also getting really excited.
On the previous episode, yes. Hey, guys, if you're listening.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Love you all.
So thank you so much for listening. Hopefully we'll do something again like this. And when we do that, hopefully, Chris, you'll be able to join us once again.
Hopefully, yeah, perhaps, yeah. Just keep me abreast of the situation, and you know, if I have time, I'll be able to.
On weighted breath.
We'll talk more about teeth. We'll talk more about teeth when that happens.
There you go. Deep dive into that. But I appreciate you guys getting me involved in this. This was a lot of fun.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening in or watching on our YouTube channel. The arcade is officially closed. Thank you very much.